Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the My Pro in VFL series with Milan, and hopefully this weekend can be just as good as the last one we had, because the second weekend of our season we've won every single game, and that put us in the second spot in the league, 2 points behind league leader Sassuolo, and we're looking to put the pressure on them by winning every single game again this weekend. Can we get the job done? Hopefully we can. We've been in good form that past weekend. Like I showed you before, I've made it to the top scorers and top assisters rankings thanks to the performances we had, and also Team of the Week inclusions for myself and Maka in right wing. We're looking to continue that good form though in the VFL and hopefully be first and be league leaders at the end of this weekend. If you want to know more about the VFL, once again, as per usual, links in the description down below to the site and other YouTubers who are doing VFL series as well. But this is the lineup for our first game, and that's the game on Friday. One of two games on Friday, including a Champions League game as well. But the first game on Friday is, of course, a league game. Away from home against Cesena, a game we have to win, a game we have to pick 3 points up, and hopefully we can do just that like we started off last weekend. And we're starting off pretty well. 1 minute into the game, already a good chance. Harry couldn't get the shot off, and I can't connect with my header, but we're looking already strong. And as you saw by the league tables at the beginning, Cesena, not a side that are very high up the rankings, so it's a team we should get a result against. We do actually score after 6 minutes, but the goal rightfully ruled out for offside. Hopefully we can keep pushing though. We're starting off the game well, putting the pressure on them, creating chances, and hopefully trying to find that breakthrough goal, and we do so. We managed to get that goal. Under 10 minutes we've already had 3 chances, and this one has been put in the back of the net again, but this time it wasn't offside, so I make I'll give us the lead with an easy finish in the end. Maka breaks through, gets pulled back a little bit, the keeper makes a good save. Milan still in control. 11 minutes gone that was, and I showed you all the chances we had. Now we're skipping forward to the 40th minute. Still 1-0 to Milan. Can we get a second? The ball gets played into me, but I can't really get the pass across to Jay, who was running in. And that means Cesena are going to clear it. 44th minute. The first half still not over. Jack flicks it on into me. That was not a shot or a pass. That was a touch. A weird animation. I've never seen that before on FIFA, but it's an interesting one. Hopefully we can get that second goal soon though, because Cesena actually did have a shot towards the end of the first half. Their only shot they had was off target, and we were in control. As you can see, 7 shots, 5 on target, only 1-0. We need to get that second goal as soon as possible, because 1-0 is never safe. Maka thinks he's offside, so he doesn't continue to play. Harry does, takes the shot, gets blocked again. Cesena defending really well, to be fair to them. Their keeper had a good game as well. The fact that it's only 1-0 after this constant barrage of chances just shows how good the keeper actually was. And again, pulling off the double save, fair play to him. Cesena holding on and still somewhat having a chance of getting a result out of this game. We don't want to let that happen though. Harry plays it into me, I backheel it into Maka. Maka with a bit of space, he shoots it, gets saved again, but this time the keeper has no answer to the follow-up, and Harry makes it 2-0, doubles the lead, and we get that 2-goal cushion, which makes us feel a little bit more safe than we have felt for the majority of this game. 2-0 is a relatively safe scoreline, considering the fact that Cesena didn't really create much. Jay goes through again, drills it across the box, but nothing comes from that as Cesena get rid of the ball. Milan on course for 3 points and to put pressure on Sassuolo. This is what we wanted. Jay into me, I can't get my shot off again. That Cesena defence is very relentless, they're crowded out the middle well, and they don't allow us to take many touches on the ball, which is probably why we struggled a bit to score many goals. I get another shot off towards the dying embers of the game, but that one goes wide, and the game ends 2-0. Milan get the 3 points, first Serie A game of the weekend, and we started off well. 16 shots, 10 on target. You'd expect to score more goals from the amount of shots we had, but hey ho, we'll take the 3 points. The defence did brilliantly as well, no shots on target conceded. We're going into that Champions League game now. Now this is a different animal. Ipswich doesn't sound like a very prestigious club, but on the VFL, Ipswich are Premier League title challengers, and they are in the Champions League group stages for a reason. They have won their 2 group games so far, just like us. We're both joint leaders in our group, and the result of this game is kind of irrelevant, because whether we win or lose, we're gonna go through. Both teams have qualified thanks to winning their 2 previous games, so there's nothing really much at stake here other than trying a few things out, maybe having a bit of fun messing around, or just try and practice a few things because like I said, the result doesn't really matter. We did have some issues though in this game with lag outs, which you'll see later on. I flick it on into Maka, he can't quite get the shot off. Chances on both sides, a very even game I thought in the first half. Ipswich very strong, and just like us, they're very aware of the fact that they're through no matter what. And as the Champions League is not seeded in this season, it doesn't really matter whether you finish first or second, so it's actually completely irrelevant. But we concede the first goal, or first blood goes to Ipswich after Jack lagged out. Our manager is a centre-back, and believe it or not, he would have been in that position to challenge for the header and probably would have made sure nothing came from that. Unfortunately, we now have lost 3 people at the start of the second half. Our goalkeeper, centre-back and right-back, which makes it incredibly hard to defend and go forward ourselves. So Ipswich definitely having the upper hand right now and trying to get that second goal as well. We're going to try and get our way back into the game. Smurf controlling, Jack Spro dinks it across, but nothing really comes from that. I do believe that was going wide, and Ipswich clear it for a counter-attack. But again, nothing really comes from that as Smurf puts on the good pressure. Credit to Smurf, who had to control all the players that were lagged out, and he did a brilliant job, to be fair to him. Still, we're pushing to get that equaliser. We don't just want to lose. It's not because it's a meaningless game that we just want to capitulate and give them 3 points. We're going to try and get back into this. Anders, unfortunately, he said after the game that he definitely did not have a pass option and that there was definitely no other option to shoot. For your pleasure, Anders, a slow motion replay of the gaping hole and space me and Maka were in. But it's all in good fun, it doesn't really harm us too much. Unlucky Anders. We lose that game 1-0. Our first defeat of the season is one that doesn't really faze us one bit whatsoever. We've made it through, as you can see by the group standings. We're second, we qualify. Ipswich as well, fair play to them. Unlucky to Villarreal and what was the other team again? I just forgot. I don't have, like, I know I said the tables are on your screen right now. I'm not seeing the tables as I record this, so I've forgotten who the 4th team in our group were, and that is shit. That's unprofessional. Anyways, moving on. Third and final game of today's episode. The first game on Saturday against VFL Novara. Another must-win game this time in the Serie A. We need to keep putting the pressure on Sassuolo, and we need to pick up 3 points, hopefully sooner rather than later. Harry, who filled in for an absent Maka, trying to do a good job here. He does well to put on the pressure, but nothing comes from that. There's now 2 Harrys playing in this team, by the way. We've got Talented HW and Talented HR. I know that causes a bit of confusion, but if you want to know, Talented HW is the better one. And Rodinho goes through... Well, actually, he changed his PSN. It doesn't even matter. It's Rodinho who's Harry, Talented HW who's also Harry. And it's Rodinho who got me the assist. Fuck me, this is a confusing episode. I can't, like... I'm making mistakes left and right. I shouldn't be doing commentary at 10 o'clock in the morning, but it's too late anyway, so we're just going to continue on in the hope that I don't mess this up more than I have done already. Jay trying to break through again, unlucky there. I did manage to get the goal. We're 1-0 up. We're looking to get more goals though. 1-0 is not enough. Harry again, weaving in and out. Unlucky there. Good save by the keeper to keep it at 1-0. And again, we're looking for that second goal. This is a reoccurring theme in our games. We take the lead relatively early on, and then we kind of struggle to get that second. We do create chances, but we're unable to put the ball in the back of the net, and it looks like we're going into half-time at 1-0. By the way, I was joking when I said that HW is better than HR. HR is a god. Alright, Harry? Are you happy now? Anyways, moving on. Second half. Looking to get that second goal again, pushing forward, creating chances. Jay is through on goal here. He's going to sweat it back to me. I kind of stutter a bit because the defender in front of me slid, but somehow off balance still managed to put that in the back of the net. So it's 2-0, and there is that 2-goal cushion we're looking for. Good composure from Jay to find me there. And not the easiest of finishes, but I do manage to turn it into the back of the net. And now we're 2-0 up against Novara. And this is looking a lot better now. Can we get a third? I'm trying to break through. I get tackled. Jay picks it up. Jay shoots and shows absolutely no mercy for the Novara goalkeeper. We find ourselves 3-0 in the lead. And again, 3 points are on our way. Hopefully we can get a fourth though. Flicked on by Jack into Jay from close range. Good save by the keeper. Nothing much he could have done other than shoot in that situation, Jay, so it was unlucky not to be a goal. We're still pushing though. 89th minute, I get the ball. Horrible touch. Jay picks it up, plays me in. I'm clean through. I'm going to look to return the favour from the previous sweat, and Jay gets the 4th. And that means we have walked away with a good result, you know. Against Cesena, it was only 2-0. Maybe we weren't completely happy in the team with how we played that game, but a 4-0 result is more like it, and we're happy with that. I do want to give you guys a heads up as well. In the next episode, I have recorded live reactions during 2 of the 3 games from everyone involved in the team, so I may just try and do live recordings, Skype recordings for the future. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on that. But anyways, that's where I'm going to end this episode. The situation remains unchanged. We're still 2 points behind Sassuolo. 3 more Serie A games coming up in 1 or 2 days' time, hopefully. And can we retake the lead at the end of this weekend? Or will Sassuolo keep going and keep winning their games? You'll find out soon enough. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.